Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. John Mason. I'm a content provider for Pathfinders Resilience. I'm also the founder of the Stress Education Center. Today, I want to share with you one of the best, one of my favorite, and one of the most powerful stress and anxiety management exercises that I have shared for the last 40 years. If you'd like to do this, don't be operating your car or anything dangerous. If you can, sit back or lie back comfortably in a quiet place where you will not be unnecessarily disturbed. Allow about 20 minutes for this exercise. This will work even better for you if you use it on a regular basis. Once or twice a day would be great over a period of time. If you want to see changes in your physiology, changes in your life, you might want to begin to see those by using it on a regular basis for the first 4 to 6 weeks. If you like it and if you want mastery, I would give it a 1 or 2 times a day practice over the next 8 to 12 weeks. It will be a skill set that you'll develop and you'll have it for the rest of your life. To begin, you do not want to be doing anything dangerous. You don't want to be driving a car or engaged in any kind of activity. If you can separate yourself out in a quiet space, peaceful, maybe sit back comfortably or lie back, maybe with your head and neck supported to help your upper back and neck and shoulders to relax the very best. Allow yourself about 15 or 20 minutes for this exercise. So as you do that, I want you to just sit back comfortably. Maybe find yourself in a position where you cover up with a blanket or whatever it takes so that you're warm and comfortable and, again, undisturbed. As you sit back comfortably, perhaps you can check to relax the muscles of your head and face, your jaw, your forehead, letting your neck and shoulders relax and drop down to the most comfortable position. That's it. Just settle back, sitting back comfortably, letting yourself begin to slow down, beginning to let go. As you're finding the most comfortable position, let me also tell you, this exercise has been used really well with stress management, for panic and anxiety control, for a variety of physiologic symptoms like high blood pressure or stomach problems. It can even help you to lessen the intensity of a chronic pain problem. It may, if possible, take away chronic pain if it is based on muscle tension or constriction and the injuries that you may have occurred. So again, sit back comfortably. Let yourself just settle back into whatever you're sitting or lying upon. When you're ready to begin this exercise, I encourage you to take 3 deep, slow breaths. Breathe in and pause. As you exhale fully and completely, imagine that the warm breath that you exhale is helping you to begin to release thoughts or tension, anxiety, maybe even pain. Just letting go as you exhale. When you inhale again, maybe you can feel cool air. And as you focus on breathing in very slowly and then pausing, notice that the cool air will feel soothing and comforting. It may even help you to find your way into the present moment so that you can begin to feel more relaxed or grounded or centered in this moment in time. Letting go of the issues from the past or any concerns and anxieties about what could happen in the future. After those first 3 breaths, just continue to breathe slowly and peacefully. Cool air as you inhale, warm breath as you exhale. And this slow breathing will begin to allow your body to slow down, to let go, and drift into a deeper state of calmness and comfort. If only for the next 15 or 20 minutes, you'll then have better perspective on what relaxation and stress and anxiety control can actually be like in your body and in your life. So as you continue to breathe very slowly, you might feel yourself just beginning to drift down, letting go. Now we're going to have you focus on one of the easier parts of the body for most people to relax. As you're lying there or sitting back comfortably, I want you to focus on the muscles and the tension that you may be holding in your arms and down into your hands. I want you to look very carefully because you might see or find that there's a slight difference where one side might be a little bit more relaxed than the other. You may have to look very carefully because it might be a subtle difference, but perhaps as you breathe very slowly, you'll find that one arm is a little bit more relaxed. Perhaps you can feel that the muscles are more loose or comfortable. Perhaps you can just feel a sense of heaviness in one side over the other. As you continue to breathe very slowly, I also want you to look, and this is a little more challenging, to see if you can feel any warmth or pulse moving more freely down one of your arms. And you may notice that the blood or the energy can flow more freely down one arm, as if it was slowly but freely drifting down through wide open blood vessels. You may even feel it slowly but freely pulsing all the way down into your hands and your fingers. Some people feel it as a pulse or a warming. Some people feel it as a tingling. Now, you also may notice that both of your arms are feeling equally relaxed, and that would be perfect as well. The only thing that matters is that as you continue to breathe very slowly, that you can feel yourself just letting go, as if you were taking one step down, drifting slowly deeper into a state of calmness and comfort. As you continue to breathe very slowly, the next step is to see if you can feel any relaxation beginning down your legs and into your feet. For most people, this is a little bit more challenging than in the arms and the hands. And for some of you, it may take days, weeks, maybe even a month to really feel this relaxation beginning. But with practice and skill, this will be helpful. So if you can, notice whether one leg is slightly more relaxed than the other. Again, it might be a very subtle difference. Perhaps one leg feels a little bit heavier, as if the muscles of that leg were a little bit more loose or limp. As you breathe very gently, just slowing down, perhaps you can notice whether you can feel an increase of blood supply, slowly but freely moving down your leg, perhaps one leg more than the other, as if the blood was flowing very slowly but freely down through wide open blood vessels. And with practice, you might be able to feel a pulse or a tingling beginning down into your feet and all the way down into your toes. Or perhaps both of your legs are feeling equally relaxed. And remember, that is perfect as well. Ultimately, you want to be very well balanced. But the only thing that does matter is that you continue to breathe slowly and gently, feeling yourself drifting another level deeper into calmness and comfort, perhaps even into a dreamlike state where you can just drift to a state of peaceful calmness. As you continue to breathe, it gets a little more challenging. But perhaps you can begin to feel the muscles of your neck and shoulders and your upper back beginning to loosen or to let go. As you breathe very comfortably, you might feel your shoulders just drop down, or your head to sink back, fully supported by the pillow or your chair. This takes practice, but if you breathe very slowly and gently, you can find yourself just settling back as the tension just begins to melt away. Just letting go so that you can drift down another level deeper into a soothing and healing, dreamlike state of calmness and comfort. Now, with practice, you'll be able to feel more of the muscles relax, the heaviness in your arms or your legs. Perhaps with practice, and for some people it does take 8 to 12 weeks, you can feel your neck and shoulders starting to loosen and to let go. But I want you now to begin to count backwards with me from 5 down to 1, gently letting yourself relax as you feel yourself taking steps down into relaxation and comfort. So as you breathe very slowly and peacefully, perhaps you can say the word 5 or picture the number 5 in your mind. And imagine once again that your arms and hands can become more calm and comfortable. Slowly, you can feel yourself taking another step down into relaxation. And at 4, you say the word 4 or you picture the number 4. And again, you let your legs all the way down into your feet begin to release and to let go. Slowing down, peacefully drifting deeper into that soothing and dreamlike state of calmness. At 3, take another step down into relaxation, just letting go. Again, you can focus on your neck and shoulders, releasing energy or tension. Just breathing it away, letting yourself become more calm and peaceful and present. As you drift down to 2, you can say the word 2 or see the number in your mind. You can imagine that your heartbeat can be more calm and regular. You can find that your breathing is more calm and peaceful. And you drift one more level down into that dreamlike state of peaceful comfort, drifting down to 1. You can say the word 1 or picture the number 1. Imagine that you're taking that step down into that deeper state of calmness and comfort, a very peaceful, dreamlike state where you can just let go and slow down. Now, as your body is beginning to loosen and to relax, remember, you're in control. You're developing that skill of being aware of how to breathe slowly to release tension and stress, anxiety, and maybe even some discomfort. Just letting go, I want you now to imagine that you're going on a mental vacation, and for just a few minutes, you might picture yourself perhaps outdoors on a warm and beautiful day, a spot where you can be most comfortable, a spot that you've been to and you remember it, or it's a total constructed fantasy of the most peaceful spot you can be in. And you select a spot to walk over and you just settle down, sitting back or lying back into the most comfortable position you can be. Say, for example, you were at the beach and you settle back into some warm sand, or you find a chair or a pillow to support you so that you can just settle back, letting the tension just sink deep and away. If you're outdoors on a warm and beautiful day, or you're sitting near a fireplace or some warmth, for example, imagine that you can feel the golden sunlight and the warmth that might be shining down on you, or you can feel the warmth from the fire. And when you feel that warmth, you can just let it sink in deeply within you to help the tensions just melt away, to help you to let go most fully and completely. Now, if you're outdoors on a warm and beautiful day, and you're just settling back into whatever you're sitting or lying upon, you will let yourself drift another level deeper into that dreamlike state. You might imagine that you can not only feel the warmth of the sunlight, but perhaps you could imagine that you can feel yourself settling back. You might even hear the sounds that might surround you. If you were outdoors in a peaceful, safe place, it might be the sounds of running water, or the sounds of the birds, or the sounds of the warm breezes in the trees or the grass. Perhaps as you just settle back, you can even smell the fragrance that might surround you. The smell of salt air, the smell of the flowers if you were in a meadow, the grasses, or even the wood, the beautiful woods that might surround you. And as you drift another level deeper into this relaxation, you can just settle back, imagining that you can spend a few minutes on this vacation, just healing and restoring yourself. To help you to do that, perhaps you can imagine that you could actually breathe in the warmth and the light and the healing energy from the sun. Imagine that every cell in your body can be bathed in warmth and light and energy. Imagine that this warmth can help with the increase of blood supply that carries oxygen and nutrients to every cell of your body so that they can heal and restore themselves. You might even imagine that each and every cell becomes healthy and strong, as if they were becoming vitally alive, full of energy. You might even have a sense of health or joy or happiness beginning to burn more brightly within you. The warmth of health and light that you can maintain within you, that will help you to heal and restore yourself, that can give you energy and allow you to find joy and happiness. And you can carry that with you throughout this day, throughout your week, and begin to feel it permeating so you can carry it with you throughout your life. As you stay present and feel the relaxation and the warmth slowly pulsing through you, you can feel yourself getting healthier and happier. Now, every time you practice this, this will get easier for you to do. You'll be able to relax more deeply, more quickly, and you can let the effects of this relaxation last longer with you throughout your day. Every time you practice this, you will find that you can reach a different level of awareness and consciousness. You'll find that you can let go of anxieties and stresses a little bit more easily. And then let that relaxation, the comfort, even the health and the joy last longer with you throughout your day. So every time you practice this, you get better at it. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to ask you to return from this mental vacation. I'm going to ask you to very gently bring yourself back to this room, allowing the feelings of calmness and comfort, maybe even health and joy, return with you to a more fully waking state. As you begin to return to this room and to a state of wakefulness, you allow the feelings of calmness, comfort, and control return with you to a more fully waking state. When you wish to awaken, you might feel for the bed or the chair beneath you as you slowly let yourself awaken to feel rested and refreshed. You can allow yourself to gradually come up and out of the relaxation. Now, if you were using this at bedtime, you could drift off to sleep. You could find yourself just taking the time, letting yourself drift into a very deep and restful state of sleep. But many of us will want to return to our day. So gradually, if you see yourself returning to a more fully waking state, you can do so. You may wish to take a deep breath and stretch, letting yourself awaken to feel refreshed and alert. Letting the calmness and the comfort return with you to a more fully waking state. Every time you practice this exercise, you'll get better at it. The effects of the relaxation and comfort can carry over with you throughout your day. You'll find that you can be more present and you'll have more control over any kind of stress, anxiety, maybe even discomfort. You may wish to take another deep breath and stretch, becoming wide awake, feeling refreshed and alert. My name is Dr. John Mason. I'm with the Stress Education Center and a content provider for Pathfinder Resilience. I encourage you to practice with this exercise until you really develop the skills at slowing down and letting go. And this special exercise can soothe you and heal you. If you wish to do this on a regular basis, your skill level will develop. If you find that you feel more comfortable and calm now, use this when you need to do that. And I encourage you, please take good care of yourself. Thank you very much for your time. And I encourage you to develop these skills at stress and anxiety management. Remember that you can breathe very slowly and gently and get back in control of your body and of your life. Thanks for your time.